Leo, my fellow Leo, how you doing? My cutie patootie looking all this so good. Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. I'm your funny and your most favorite Armenian Kai, and you are my cutie patootie fellow Leo looking all this so good. Welcome to your reading from September 29th to October 5th. And in this reading, Leo, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice for you and close out with an important message. Cowboy hat. You can tell I came back from Nashville, Tennessee. I want to say thank you so much to that one beautiful, gorgeous Leo girl who came to me and she was shaking my hand. She said she was from Mississippi originally. I can't exactly remember how to pronounce your name. Was it Tabita? Beautiful person, fellow Leo. She gave me a cookie. Free cookie. She manifested seeing me, that's for sure, because I was not thinking about going to the bakery or to this pastry shop at the resort in Nashville. But I was like, let me just go there after I had dinner. And I'm like, she showed up in front of me. I just felt so thankful. So thank you. You were so sweet, so kind, and I really appreciate you. Now let's get into your reading, dear fellow Leo, and see what's going on. Leo, I miss you so much. You can't even imagine. Okay, so your challenge, Leo, from September 29th to October 5th is the Four of Pentacles. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Wands followed by the Hanged Man and the Knight of Pentacles. So Leo, your challenge here has to do a lot with you realizing that you're actually holding on to someone, you're holding on to a person, okay? It's been very difficult to let go of something or a specific person right now, okay? I feel like that a lot of you have been in this place of really grounding yourself, but what I'm really seeing in the present moment, and I cannot wait to get into this. Every time you try to really move forward, and you do move forward, you do really make moves and steps forward, but I feel like that there is part of you that still reminisces and thinks about someone from the past. And we're going to talk about this shortly when we clarify. Now, in the recent past, dear Leo, you have the King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. In the recent past, I do see here some of you were dealing with possibly an earth sign. I'm getting here Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or could have been in Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There was a lot of love, but there was also this sense of loneliness and isolation and separation. Something happened between you and another person that brought you and them into this place of Five of Pentacles, which is isolation, sadness. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. Now, in the present moment, you have the Death card, Scorpio energy, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So here is the thing. Yes, there is something here that has ended. Maybe there is some sort of a situation that ended between you and them. But when you look at this type of combination here, okay, it really becomes very clear that anytime that you try to make a move and move forward, this person keeps coming back on your mind, okay? You have detached for sure, but I feel like that you're looking at this situation and this person from a place of compassion and love, and somebody from the past seems to be constantly on your mind. We're going to talk about this shortly because that's what the Six of Cups series is about. Now, in the near future, Leo, you have the Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So in the near future, there is a decision here that needs to be made. The decision here that is going to be made has to do a lot with you really realizing that do you really have to continue holding on to this person or you got to move on, okay? Because a lot of you are going to be very busy working on on certain things and wanting to build something. There is something you're maybe building a business or money related, career related, you're focusing onto that, and you just don't want to be finding yourself into this place of Nine of Swords. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is very interesting. King of Wands is you, okay? So you're stepping into your power. You do seem to be really missing this person, can get you off of their mind. Maybe they can get you off of their mind. I mean, duh, if they met you, yes. And then there is the Hanged Man, okay? So Pisces energy and the Knight of Pentacles. So two archetypes, two individuals that seem to be in separation, and there is a strong, I'm also getting here like it's heavy on your mind, right? You're heavy on their mind, they're heavy on your mind. You see the pentacle on this person's head, right? It shows heaviness. It shows, a lot of thinking going on from a place of like, sometimes it feels a little heavy. Sometimes it's just like, you don't want to even think about it. But you wake up, you go on with your day, and there is this reminiscing going on, okay? So without any further ado, dear fellow Leo, let's get into your reading and clarify. Excuse my coffee. I love you too, Leo. I love my Leo so much. I met another Leo, actually. He was from the UK. He was a very nice guy. He was a British police officer. Okay. So Leo, here is the thing, okay? A lot of you what you don't see coming is there is communication coming in towards your way. The reason why you're holding on to this person is because you truly want to have a brand new beginning with this individual. When you look at the Chariot here in the middle, there is the Fool, which is talking about a brand new beginning, right? It indicates a desire here to actually move forward and have a brand new beginning with this person. And it's the same way it goes for them, but I'm gonna need to see what is it about them that actually has been holding them back, like what's this blockage about. However, it just keeps coming back. What is this Five of Wands about? Conflict, okay? Some sort of an unresolved conflict, issues that actually has happened between you and this person, and this is something that has come into your attention, and you definitely want to take some sort of a step and move forward, resolution here. I feel like that the reason why you're still holding on to this person is because it feels like there is still something left that's been left unsaid, like unspoken. You know what I mean? And a lot of you are like definitely very determined in terms of moving forward here. You don't have any problem with that. But I feel like that, in your part of your in some corner of your beautiful heart, Leo, because we're ruled by the heart, right? You do want to settle something here, and you do want to eventually have some sort of a reunion, okay? And what you don't see here is with the Eight of Wands at the bottom is that there is a strong sense of communication to take place for you and this person. Okay, a strong sense of reunion that you truly want to, you truly want it to happen. Now, in the recent past, Leo, and okay, the reason why also this is your challenge is because you are at the point of really realizing, do I really need to let go of this completely or hold on to? Okay, and you're very much emotionally invested and connected to this person. That's why it's been very challenging to do that. Now, in the recent past, the King of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So in the recent past, it looks like someone here came into your life, whoever this person was, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, could have been Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I do strongly feel like here that with this individual here in the recent past, communication all of a sudden became unclear, okay? All of a sudden, there was some sort of a blockage, okay? Maybe this person was communicating certain things to you. Maybe you were being told certain things. But it's just like for whatever reason, it just did not make sense. And I'm getting here someone walking out of this connection, being emotionally extremely closed off. Knight of Cups, where is the Knight of Cups heading to? When you look at this juxtaposition, dear Leo, you see that the Knight of Cups back is against the Eight of Swords. That means that someone here probably struggled or did not have the capacity and the capability to really understand where you were coming from. I feel like some of you were also feeling very much in this place of, you might have gone through something very traumatic in your life, like a big betrayal situation that really built this or created this limiting belief about trust, relationships. And something started manifesting in your reality with this person here, and I feel like that there was a lack of stability here, right? With the Five of Pentacles, I do get this energy of abandonment, okay? A lot of abandonment wounds. Somebody here also financially was struggling. Could have been you helped this person financially, vice versa, but I'm getting here a lot of financial obstacles as well, okay? And you seem to be also experiencing a connection with this person where there was a lot of on and off energy. Now, Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Swords. So despite the fact that something here ended, there was a lot of sadness, abandonment, like literally leaving you alone or leaving you out there lonely, you have leveled up big time, okay? You may not really see this right now, or maybe some of you are seeing this, but the situation that ended between you and someone else has become a catalyst for you to actually become financially abundant. Even though this doesn't make sense to our logical mind and really doesn't have to, when you look at the Wheel of Fortune in the middle, Leo, it shows the energy of a big spin of events, okay, positive events that's actually going to be taking place in our lives. And this really has to do a lot with the fact that many of you took the time to heal, took the time to rest, took the time to really go within yourself, because people go through breakups, Leo, and they don't take the time to really like pause and ask themselves, what can I do to heal myself? What can I do to really look within my soul and take some accountability, right? Rather than just, going from a relationship to relationship, which turns into a relationship, right? And you are not that person. I know that for sure. And so a lot of you really went through a spiritual awakening. Major changes started happening in your life, detachment. You started learning a lot about manifestation and really just being in this place of, I need to really watch my thoughts. I need to really also watch how I speak about myself. So there was a major shift that actually happened in your life after that separation. The Knight of Cups here in the recent past, maybe there was a possibility of this person resurfacing back into your life. So it's clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Hermit, and the Four of Cups. I do see here also, Leo, somebody here in the recent past realized that despite the fact that they walked away from you, that things, started, they like basically neglected you. You never lost your true sense of happiness. You never lost your true sense of like who you truly are at your core. So I feel like that is something that maybe this person wanted to be part of. Some of you, maybe this person made an attempt to come back into your life. If not, they were trying to keep tabs on you. I don't really like to use that term. I cannot stand that term, but I just have to say that. Keeping tabs on someone. I don't know why I don't like that term. Because maybe I never keep tabs on anyone. I really just don't. I don't go around, I don't look, I don't check social medias, I don't ask, I just exist. You know what I'm saying? I just change my reality, command, and the way that things I want to happen, they happen. So somebody here was like keeping tabs on you, okay? And somebody also was trying to really understand with the Hermit, right? Holding the lantern onto the Nine of Cups is like, how come Leo is doing fine? Well, because ain't nobody gonna stop us. You know what I'm saying? Some sassy shit out there. So congratulations. I'm very proud of you, Leo, because you actually made it through some sort of a breakup and a heartbreak. Now, in the present moment, the Death card, which is talking about something here is transforming and ending. And even though you're leaving this situation behind, that's why your challenge here is the Four of Pentacles, right? To let go, and you are the Knight of Wands, Leo energy right here. You're moving towards a new timeline, and I really, really need to clarify to see what the Six of Cups here is about, because this could mean a brand new soulmate coming into your life, because we have many, or this could be the person resurfacing and things unfolding differently. We're gonna see. Now, the Death card in the present moment is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So a lot of you are in the present moment focused onto your own personal financial happiness, okay? There is something about you really pausing and reflecting with the Seven of Pentacles, what you have built so far. You're building an empire, you have been building an empire, something very profound. And right now, you're actually also realizing that I've been single for quite some time already, and it's not that I'm desperate, but you know what? I'm ready for a relationship. And a lot of you are ready for a relationship. A lot of you are ready to be the perfect partner. I mean, there's no such thing as perfect, but like to be the one that's going to really provide the things for your partner, and also you're looking that into your person. So many of you have started romanticizing your life. Many of you have started really just going into this place of I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to do my own thing and really let go with the Death card here. Parts of myself that I really was holding on to. Maybe there was a part of you, Leo, that you were holding on to, a version of you that you just know no longer serves you. You know what I'm saying? And in my readings, I go deep. I don't just shuffle cards for 10 minutes and try to, give you some 10 pounds of sugar. You know what I'm saying? We go deep here. So, Knight of Wands, you're headed towards a specific direction here, and that's love. You're headed towards love. You're headed towards soulmate connection here. Now, the Knight of Wands here in the present moment is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I strongly feel like here that a lot of you're going to make a decision, because this person, when they show up in your reality, when they manifest in your reality, it's going to happen very unexpectedly, and you're going to need to make a decision here. A lot of you also are going to learn and are learning in the present moment how to kind of like let your guard down and how to be really accepting more of love coming towards your way from the perspective of I trust this or I can trust this, because you're learning and relearning to actually trust people and trust again. And that is something that it might have been very traumatic for many of you. Remember, Leo, we are ruled by the heart. Okay, so if someone messes with a Leo's heart, if someone really betrays your trust, like it's game over. It's almost game over. It's done deal. So that's why a lot of you are really just like in your day-to-day life activities. I know you cannot help it. I know we can't help it, but you're learning to set some boundaries also. Okay, now where you're headed towards is love. Six of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, and the Strength card here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I do strongly feel like here that actually the person that's going to resurface in your life is the one that actually tried to possibly keep you as an option on the side. Also, maybe this is someone that kind of tried to breadcrumb you, and there has been a lot of stress. The person that's going to resurface in your life is going to see you in their dreams, period. Point blank, period. Someone is going to see you in their dreams. You know, I'm a prophet, okay? I prophesize and I do prophecies also. So I got a lot of receipts. Now, someone is going to see you in their dreams. Someone is going to really feel your presence heavily around them. And this is going to make them realize that they need to make some sort of a move here. Six of Pentacles here is talking about wanting to bring things into balance, and almost as if like, the hardest part of this relationship is over. I'm seeing here 555, which means difficulties, changes, and transformations. Okay, moving into number 6. The hardest and the most difficult part of this relationship is over. Okay, and I feel like that was the moment, that was the phase for many of you Leos, where you felt like it was impossible to move forward at a certain point. It was impossible to detach, but you have detached. You have come a long way. I just feel like that right now in the present moment is like, it's like the plot twist has, the plot has twisted, but it's not like it's like it's negative. It's just, it's more positive because it's like lesson learned. That's what I'm strongly getting here for many. Very interesting. Okay, now there is a decision that you are gonna make in the near future here, Leo, and the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Lovers, Six of Swords, and the Five of Swords. So again, this has to do a lot with the very fact that a lot of you are moving towards a new direction with this person. There is a decision that needs to be made. The decision here, okay, with the Two of Pentacles has to do a lot whether you both are gonna choose to stay in this conflict zone or move out of this conflict zone, right? Five of Swords here is the conflict zone. Five of Swords here indicates this energy of uncertainty, not having enough clarity, being 18 on the timer, being in this place of argument, okay? And the Six of Swords is moving forward, leaving, okay, this behind. When you look at the Six of Swords, on this side, there is the choppy waters, and these people are moving to a place where there is peace, right? So there is a transition. There is a transition that is going to happen between you and your person, which is going to create peace. Now, I did say in the beginning, I remember that you're going to be very busy, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to be very productive, very occupied. A lot of you, this is kind of like the last 3-4 months of 2025, and a lot of you are definitely getting into a place in your life where you're realizing that you need to really create something profound for yourself or continue building what you have been building. And this situation unfolds in front of you, and you need to really know how you're gonna deal with this appropriately. So the Strength card here, sprinkle, okay? So the Eight of Pentacles is clarified, that's you. So like I said, in the near future, moving forward for the next 90 days or so, you're definitely gonna be in this place of like ultimate version of you. It's like you're just like the last quarter of the year, you're pushing through, and it's not like you're forcing it, but you're just so successful and you're so good at what you are doing. Temperance energy, Knight of Swords, and the Strength. Someone here is going to have a very important conversation with you to harmonize with whatever has been happening. Look at the combination and the juxtaposition of this imagery. Okay, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, Knight of Swords, and you, Leo, the Strength. So whoever this person is that you have been really in separation from, there is a strong sense of here alchemization. When you look at this angel right here is, pouring right water from one cup to another. This means bringing the opposing forces into together, harmonizing the situation, right? The yin yang, bringing it into harmony and being able to find healing through the, like, in the midst of this situation that has been going on between you and them. Now, Nine of Swords here in the near future, we're going to clarify this because I feel like that a lot of you, some emotions may resurface and you may still struggle with trust, but that's something that you need to be aware of and overcome. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Wands, okay? And the World at the bottom of the deck. So finally, what you have been really holding on to, any doubts, any fears, whatever, it's coming to an end because that cycle is closing out. Like the hardest part of this connection, like I said, is ending. And for many of you, there is going to be a very strong sense of, there is a strong sense of cooperation and collaboration, that's going to happen between you and this person. And I'm also getting here someone that's really willing to put in the hard work. And with the Two of Wands, this is someone that when you tell them, okay, with the Queen of Swords of what you want, what kind of connection you really want, what is it that you're ultimately looking into this relationship, this person is ready to get out of their comfort zone and go the extra mile with you. That's the Two of Wands here, which is talking about going the extra mile, looking at the bigger picture, looking at a long-term, lasting picture. Now, let's clarify. What you don't see coming at the bottom is the King of Wands, Hanged Man, Nine of Pentacles, a strong sense of partnership, stability, and healing. And also looking at the situation from the Hanged Man's position, right? Hanging upside down, because we're not sitting here and having a pity party. We're not sitting here and saying, who don't know why did this happen? We're actually looking at this and being like, you know what? It actually served its purpose, and I would not change a damn thing. I would not change nothing about the past, nothing about the person. Everything led me to the new direction of my life. And this is where I am. This is where I'm supposed to be. Okay, so Leo, let's see what is the advice. You have the Page of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. If you have been waiting for some sort of an apology, get ready, because that's something that's coming in towards your way, okay? I know that you have been waiting for an apology to come towards your way, someone to really, come forward to you and clarify something. Now, here is the thing. Apology is not something that's going to set you free. You already have set yourself free. That's the work that you have been doing within yourself. You're not waiting for an apology in a way. You're not waiting for someone to come and apologize so that you be happy and keep carrying on. I think that this is just something like as a, just as a complimentary bonus, whatever. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, like that's another confirmation, not that that's the confirmation. Because remember, the confirmation comes from within yourself and not from the 3D reality. When you change that inner knowing, when you really truly believe deep within yourself that that's your true reality, that's what you're going to experience, that's what's going to manifest in your reality. Okay, so expect that that's going to happen. Now, let me pull one card here for you, dear fellow Leo, as an important message, and I have something important to tell you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you have number 9, and it says, love begins. Wow. And my cards don't lie. Everything is in total and absolute, harmony. Love begins, Leo. And that's the love begins when you start loving yourself and you start seeing everyone as love. Yes, that's a transformation. I know our analytical mind is going to think about judging others, putting others down, being there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. I'm not saying I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get frustrated. But what I'm learning from doing the Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations and breath work and really like diving deep into spirituality, for how long? For how long are we going to stay in this place of resentment? Let's just have a talk for the next couple of minutes. For how long are we going to hold on to resentment and to the past and to this old story, to this old narrative that's been really holding us down? We got to be honest with ourselves. If we want to have a brand new beginning and change something within our lives, we need to start thinking new thoughts, feel new emotions, behave differently. If I'm waking up every single day, I want to bring the example on me so nobody gets offended. Although this is my Leo's congregation, we're all good. But it's like if I wake up and I think the same thoughts, think about the same problems, think about the ex, think about this, that, bills, coworkers, whatever, right? And the problems, they just take my attention and my energy away from what I'm wanting to create in my life. Then the person doesn't have any energy left to create, right? So what if, we just wake up and say, today I'm going to meditate and I'm going to have a gratitude journal. I am going to start thinking new thoughts. I'm going to start dwelling onto a new narrative that I'm going to walk around that everything is actually working out in my favor. I mean, look at yourself, Leo. Your abundance in flesh. You're meant to shine. You are the spotlight. And It's like whether about it's about your abundance, your money, your career, whether you want new love, whatever you want, Leo, it's all about mindset and also changing the frequency. Change your frequency, change your life. Frequency carries information. What information are you sending to the quantum field? How are you living on day-to-day life? That's an important question we need to ask ourselves. People are addicted to their past emotions, to their past feelings, to the people from the past, because they're constantly looking for some sort of a traumatic experience, or a person, or maybe, some sort of a tarot reading to reaffirm their pain, to reaffirm their situation. We need to change the narrative. Okay, the reason why I'm always focusing on the best case scenario and onto the free will is because that's how there is a lot of success stories. Because when you walk away from my readings, dear fellow Leo, I want you to walk away from clarity, from what you learned something from the cards, from the story, and how you can apply that to your life, right? So me being a quadruple Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury, okay, and really having a call in on my life, I went for the third time to Dr. Joe Dispenza's retreat, and I'm in awe. I am speechless officially. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, in my meditations, when we did the pineal gland meditation, when I went into this space, I was out of my body. I was feeling connectedness and oneness and unitedness with the divine and with everyone and everything around me. It is insane, because all of those things around us, the competition, the guilt, the shame, the separation, it's an illusion. We need to change that. We need to realize that it's an illusion. When the veil of illusion gets lifted up, you see the reality as it is. And that's all oneness and love. There's no separation between you and your person. There's no separation between you and your desires. The only thing that's being in the way is your beliefs and your feelings and your emotions, which kind of create that from the quantum. And you just look into this density, right? The 3D reality, the dense things that's tangible, touchable, and you feel like that's your only reality. And it dominates your feelings, and you see, the more you see lack, the more you feel a certain way, right? What if we change that? What if we start seeing abundance everywhere? What if we start believing and knowing and behaving as if this situation has unfolded in a way that actually there is an opportunity here that love begins? And love begins for me, whether I'm single and I'm attracting a brand new person as a soulmate, or whether I want a reunion for my person and everything works out in our favor. We have a free will here to choose. Okay, and that's what's coming in for you, Leo. Now, I could go on and on, but for the respect of the time, I'm just going to be respectful to you and to me, and I'm going to keep it here. But I hope that this helped. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here, dear fellow Leo, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.